Hi, I'm George. Welcome and thanks for joining us today. Today we're going to talk about riding in wet, cold conditions. You've decided to ride all year round. Now it's time to learn some additional riding techniques. Previously, we've talked about choosing cold and wet riding gear. We've even talked about how to set your motorcycle up to ride in wet, cold conditions. Well, I'll tell you, I see some rain in the air. I think we should tie this all together and go do some riding. The first rule of thumb riding in wet conditions just after rain is to wait 10 to 15 minutes. This will allow dirt and oils from the road to flow and splash away off the surface. Remember, it is always recommended to use motorcycle manufacturers' recommendations for tire air pressure. Lowering the air pressure will close the tread of the weight of the tire touches the road. This will not allow water to evacuate the tread and may increase the hydroplaning effect. Surfaces that look slick when they're dry will be slick when they're wet. During dry riding time, practice avoiding these slippery surfaces if possible. Riding when it is wet and cold takes additional attention and awareness to your surroundings. It's heads up all the time. Always ride where there is the least amount of water on the road. This will help reduce hydroplaning. Also, when pulling into a gas station, ride where the dry line from the car tires has already been established. When riding in wet and cold conditions, always use smooth throttle and braking techniques. Always remember, when tires are cold and wet, they will not warm up and respond as well as when they are warm and dry. When riding in wet conditions, give yourself more space around you than you normally would. It goes without saying, the bike will not respond quickly and safely in wet conditions. Also, try to look further ahead than you normally would. The vehicle ahead of you may miss an obstacle, so you shouldn't rely solely on their brake lights. Riding in wet conditions requires a heads-up approach. Looking in mirrors often will help you keep a distance from other vehicles. If you can see the vehicle driver in their mirror, they can see you. Stay alert, stay visible, stay safe. Lean angles need to be considered when riding in wet conditions. High-degree lean angles are dangerous when it's wet. Slow speeds overall are required for safe, wet, cold riding. Riding in wet conditions requires a consistent heads-up attitude. Road hazards like wet leaves, poor road conditions, tar strips, potholes, manhole covers, and railroad tracks deserve additional attention. Simply decelerate and let the bike roll straight over obstacles. Potholes may look like a puddle, so it's best to avoid them altogether. When riding in wet and cold conditions, riding loose and relaxed is a plus. If you ride tense, your reaction time will be reduced when needed. Stay centered over the bike, and in traffic, keep elbows up for added mobility. As a reminder, it is important that all lights and reflectors are in good working order. Make sure turn signals are always used. An added benefit is that you have reflective material on your person as well. And as you can see, riding in wet, cold conditions can be a brand new adventure. Also, this will enhance your riding technique when it's warm and dry. And again, remember, it's your personal responsibility to always ride safe. Until next time, George out.